Join the rush line, try the lottery, or pay full price, because it's the best show you'll see. To see or not to see. We're back in action, bringing you 2 shows today. We're going to start with Ain't Too Proud. So this is a show that's all about the Temptations. 5 guys, 1 dream, and a sound that would make music history. Ain't Too Proud is the electrifying new musical that follows the Temptations' extraordinary journey from the streets of Detroit to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. With their signature dance moves and unmistakable harmonies, they rose to the top of the charts. This thrilling story of brotherhood, family, loyalty, and betrayal is set to the beat of the group's treasured hits, including My Girl, Just My Imagination, Get Ready, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and so many more. And let me tell you, they get just about every song into this musical. It's 2.5 hours with 1 intermission. The book was written by Dominique, and all of the songs are, of course, the songs from the Temptations. The house has been full every night from what I hear. I thought it was cute. I like really the digital graphics that were going on. I wish there was a little timeline because the show really follows them from the start of their career all the way till the end, when there have been, I think by the end of the show, over 20 different Temptations, and the group is usually comprised of 5 men. You may remember Jeremy Pope. He was in Choir Boy. And also, the character of David Ruthven was played by Ephraim Sykes. You know Ephraim. And I mean, the dance moves, the splits, like he really got that character. I secretly love and want to sometimes just run up randomly to people's shows with my own mic and start singing. So I thought that was really exciting. And they also had a car on stage, which is really cool. You know, I'm like, give me a little something different. Show me why these tickets cost so much. Overall, it's a cute little show. Great choreography. The harmonies were cool. But it's like your basic kind of look back to the past reflection show. I know that Dominique wanted to illustrate that it's not just set in that time period, but that this story is like everlasting. It's a story we're facing today. They also wrapped in a lot of the civil unrest issues, same things we're still going through. So what are your thoughts?
All right. First, going into the play, I didn't know that much about the Temptations, and I went with my mother, and it was a Mother's Day gift for her, and it's certainly a band or a group that was of her era, so I know that it was going to be something she would really enjoy, but I had no attachment to the Temptations beyond the songs on the radio that everyone knows. With that being said, I didn't have like super high expectations for what I was going to see because I didn't feel attached to the characters. However, I was really pulled in by the performances of the main 5 Temptations. I thought Derek Baskin, who played Otis Williams, was excellent as the main character and the narrator. He kept it moving very quickly. It didn't feel like there were moments where you were just stagnant and stuck or bored. I thought that was great. The pacing was wonderful. And then, you know, I'm biased. Yes, I do know Ephraim. However, he was amazing. Like, good. And as you know, he's up for a Tony Award. He plays David Ruffin. And from his singing to his dancing, couldn't keep your eyes off of him. So he was just like really impressive. Overall, I really liked the show. I would say like 4.5 out of 5. I was into it. My mother loved it. And the one thing that she said was, I hope young people go to see it because there is that disconnect. And I think, you know, it's not probably the first thing that you would think of, but like Oprah just went to see it last night. So people of that era are really drawn to it. But I'm encouraging young people, our generation, to get out and see it.
I love when Oprah goes and sees what we see. We're trendsetters. I was able to go to the opening night party. It was amazing. It really felt like the entire Broadway community, especially the Black Broadway community, came out and really celebrated this show and uplifted these Black men.
What do you give it?
So I'm going to give it a 4. I enjoyed myself, but I was looking for something a little bit different just because I know like Dominique usually like takes you over the top emotionally. I suggest you go and see it. You'll have fun and you'll know more songs than you thought.
Next up is Blacks, playing at MCC Theater, written by
Aziza Barnes
and directed by Robert O'Hara. When shit goes down, your girls show up. As sharply funny as it is poignant, Blacks introduces us to Octavia, Imani, and June. three 20-somethings in New York City hunting for intimacy and purpose in a city that doesn't seem to care. They drink a lot, they smoke a lot, and they try to have sex a lot. When they need each other the most, the women rally to resurrect their fly in a day full of humorous and painful attempts to be heard through the noise that surrounds them. First of all, if you know me, you know I cannot stand the N-word. I think there are so many other words that we can use beyond that. And this play is full of the N-word. And so at first I was taken aback by that, like a little bit put off by it, right? And then I'm there in the matinee. Everyone around me, of course, not really people of color. You can play spot the black people. And that made me uncomfortable. However, this play was so daggone good and funny. After 15 minutes, I got over the N-word. I was so into the characters. I saw so much of myself in June. A little bit neurotic, a little bit OCD, a little bit control freak. And I was just captivated by the whole play. I loved it. What about you?
I thought the energy was great. I was there for the girls. Like, I don't even know, like, trap music I think they were playing. But I was like, hey, like, I really got into it as well. I was cracking up. I love the fact that they showed such a breadth of blackness and of humanity. So, like, at one time, the girls are, like, listening to this trap music, but then they're referencing Star Trek or Larry David's, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was all, like, so amazing. And also, I liked what they did, like, subtly with the set. So there's the three girls at night on their way to the club, and then there's a Subway ad for Frankie and Grace. And so it's just like these two older white women trying to get their lives together in the show, thinking they have issues, and then you have these young black girls who do have issues and who are pushing through. So I like that, like, kind of elevated, like, subtly. I like that.
The set was beautiful.
Yeah, and it was revolving.
Yeah, Clint Ramos at it again. He's been the set designer and costume designer for so many of the plays that we've reviewed, and this was, to me, one of his best.
And also there was a reference, I think, to Bruh Men on the 5th floor.
Oh, coming in and out of the window. Yeah, that's true.
They did a lot of fun moments. There's like a scene in the bathroom in the club. Like, I mean, it's just so surprising. The runtime for this show is about 90 minutes, so they really kind of move you through, no intermission. And I know MCC also has like affordable tickets. You can get tickets for $30. If you're looking for a fun night out, fun little afternoon, maybe get some brunch. I went for wine after with one of my girls.
Brunch after.
Yes,
with one of my girls.
Yeah, so it was good.
And I really loved, like you said, there was such diversity in the young black women, and being a young-ish black woman in New York City, I could just relate to the homegirl story and just like the trials and tribulations of like trying to find yourself within this concrete jungle. So I give it, I mean, I loved it. Like a 4.75 out of 5.
Okay. I give it 4.5. I had a really, really great time, and we encourage you to go and check out Blacks. It's running until June 2nd. Yeah. So do to see or not to see.
Next time,
Do to see or not to see. Break it down.